Welcome, brethren. Welcome to Thursday. Well, what development since Wednesday? Well, I was supposed to be going to the wheelchair measurers tomorrow to get remeasured. And what there is in the UK is something called patient transport. And if you've got problems getting about, like you're in a wheelchair, like what I is, they will come and pick you up for appointments, okay, for medical appointments. Anyway, they decided to cut back now. So unless you're nearly dead, I think then they'd send a proper ambulance. These are ambulances, but they're for carrying people about in, and they're equipped to take your wheelchairs and stuff like that. But they can have you on a stretcher and that stuff if needs be. On a gurney, I think they call it. And anyway, they've cut back, so I'm just wondering what's going to happen. I mean, there's people, it's their job, is working in patient transport. And some of them, a lot of them are paramedics trained, but they've come off the paramedic side of it, of going to like car crashes and digging people's bits out of cars and whatever, because it's too stressful. So they're on sort of like I think there's a morning shift or a day shift and a night shift on this patient transport, I think. But anyway, they go to that because it's less stressful. I don't think it's as well paid, but it's less stressful. So what's going to happen to their jobs if they're not going to be picking people up anymore? I was in the pandemic, they could only take like one person at a time. And these, they're like minibuses size, really. And the first time that I went with another patient, as it were, picked up at the hospital and that, she told me that I don't know, the doctor had come out about something or other, and she'd only got 2 pints of blood inside her. Now, I think you need 8 to be alive. This woman said that she only got 2 in her, so she had to go to hospital to get some more blood. But then I'm thinking, maybe she just, I don't know, it was a nice, you want to start a conversation. I mean, that's fairly good, isn't it? Guess how many pints of blood I've got in me? And I'll say, well, I don't know, 8. She said, no, I have now, but yesterday I only had 2 pints in. I mean, you've got 2 pints of blood, you probably enclave, you sort of cave in. Anyway, so I'm not going to to the measuring people tomorrow, but to be fair, I didn't want to go anyway. And it's twofold. One, it was having to get up at 6 a.m, so I'm ready for 8 o'clock, because you got to be 2 hours before your appointment waiting, just in case they turn up. And the other thing is, like, you go there and you get remeasured up, like I did last time, and you think, yeah, that's all fine, and then they send you somebody else's chair. And the one I'm sitting in does. So I've got a repair person coming for this one because one of the brakes doesn't work and the handrail on the right side's hanging off. So that needs mending. So I don't have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I don't have to go anywhere. And it also, being stuck indoors all winter, when I was working, when you're working, you're out. For instance, lollipopping. I had to be, words are disappearing there. I had to be on duty twice a day. So you're out twice a day. And then on the way back, after this afternoon tea time shift, should we call it, I used to call in the pub. I used to call in the Black Prince, which now isn't the Black Prince pub, it's now a cost cutter supermarket, which is a shame because it's a lovely pub. And it was in there that I met Big Rob, who I've spoken about before. And anyway, so when the Black Prince closed, we started going in the Cross Keys, which was just down the road from Big Rob's house. So I used to meet him for a couple on the way home. So you're getting out, aren't you? But then I'm not working anymore. I couldn't do lollipopping anymore because I can't stand up. I wonder if you went for an interview for that job and you're in a wheelchair, would they have to sort of like offer you the job, because otherwise it's sort of wheelchairist. Don't know. Positive discrimination. On the wheelchair thing, I went for an interview, not wheelchair, on the lollipopping. What they have people that go to schools and, junior schools, and they do cycling courses, cycling proficiency, and you get a certificate. And anyway, it's a job, and I thought it would be a little bit different. And anyway, so I went for the interview with that. Parked my car like quite a long way away because I knew I could get parked for nothing in Morrison's car park. Cycled down into the town where the interview was, and went for my interview. And I remember afterwards, because I started, chatting and stuff like that, and I was saying about not taking people for idiots. And like, I couldn't deliver a course if it just assumed that people were stupid. So the kids have got a cycling proficiency course. So maybe the question is, in this immediate vicinity, can you identify anything that is a bicycle? And that's just treating somebody like, I mean, they go to school on bikes and stuff like that because they know what a bike is. But they said, well, if you had to teach them that, would you do it? And I says, no. I says, because it's teaching, I've treated them like idiots. And it was afterwards I realised that was probably the wrong thing to do. Say. And the weird one, I sang them a song at the start of the interview, and I sang them a song at the end of it because I brought my ukulele with me. And I thought, oh, they'll remember me, and they probably did. But then you had to go on a cycling assessment. Now, if I'd stayed in Beverley, if I hadn't parked up at Morrison's, which was great coming from Morrison's into the town because it was downhill, but it's uphill going home. Beverley is quite flat. If I'd parked somewhere in Beverley, I could have parked in the Molescroft pub for that matter. Anyway, I didn't. But if I'd been in Beverley, I would have had a flat ride round. But it wasn't, so I got my assessment going uphill basically, and I couldn't do it. I was nearly there, and I was just like, I couldn't pedal anymore. I was like out of breath, and it was terrible. So I didn't pass the cycling assessment because I couldn't complete it. But then thinking back on the interview side of it, because I said that I'd be a loose cannon, I think the expression is. But hey, that's me. But lollipopping was okay, just carried on with that. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, probably. I was talking to my friend Yinchy Moon this morning, via electronic communications, and I was talking about this bass player in our band was Taxi Bob, And he was called Taxi Bob because he used to be a taxi driver. But anyway, he was the bass player. And what he did at least once is when we were gigging in the band, he just put his guitar, lean it against the wall or whatever, and just clear off. And he'd gone to the toilet, gone for a wee. So I say to him, Taxi, what I needed a pee. So he says, I went and had one. I mean, we just carried on, without him. But the thing is, he's like ambivalent about that sort of thing. Little bit of a rebel, I suppose, a bit like my fine self. Unwitting rebel. You don't go out to be rebellious, you just are. It's just because other people are out of kilter, aren't they? But the thing about Taxi Bob, who's no longer of this parish, he's up in the Pearly Gates Tavern. He was fastidious about, because obviously we did cover songs. We don't think we had any. We didn't do an original one. All cover songs. And he used to practice at home. He had a shed that was like his little music room. And he used to practice in there. He used to put the record on of the song that we're playing. I don't know, say Blue Sweet Shoes. And he would fastidiously learn every note. And then if we did it, he'd go bonkers. He'd say, no, we need to do that again. He says, that's not like on the record. And we say, well, Bob, it doesn't matter, does it? We're a cover band. We're not Elvis Presley. And even if we were, does it matter? Does it have to be identical? Of course it doesn't. He got knocked down, did Taxi Bob. I think there was smoke coming out of his bonnet of his car. So what he did, he opened the door, it parked up, opened the door to go around to have a look in the engine. But there was a car overtaking him. He never bothered looking over his shoulder, blind spot check. And he got smashed, got run over, ended up in Hull KR. But fastidious about getting the right chords and notes and everything for the record. Anyway, well, so this song is, it's Bob Dylan did it. And it's called Don't Think Twice. Yeah, and he wrote it as well. Bob Dylan. So we'll see how we get with that. And it won't be like on the record. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm travelling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Renew me words. And we'll go a bit faster. It ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. A light I never know. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. But I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. So it ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, like you never did before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, 'cause I can't hear you anymore. Down the road I once loved a woman, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Go back slow again. So long, honey, babe, where I'm bound I can't tell. But goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fairly well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but hey, I don't mind. Yeah, you just kinda wasted my precious time. But it don't matter, it's alright. But don't think twice, it's alright. But don't think twice, it's alright. There you go. So, loads of mistakes, but it's live music. Let's see if I can find somewhere to hang this thing up. Yes, that's it. It's like life, isn't it? Life doesn't go swimmingly all the time, does it? Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes I play well. Sometimes I don't. But it is what it is. There's a few people on YouTube use that expression, it is what it is. Which is sort of, it's a non-expression. It's just, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm having a drop of Abbott with the hat. I just started watching this bloke actually, and all he does, he sits on a beer table outside a pub, and he just like talks to the camera. I suppose exactly like I'm doing, as if the camera's like somebody's come to the pub with, and it doesn't sort of really say anything, you know, of meaning. It's just general chat, but it's quite engaging. And he doesn't seem to get many sort of watches, well, a lot like myself. But he's still doing it. So, yeah, good on him. I can't remember his name otherwise. Seaside Sam or something. Something like that. Anyway, yeah. He's all right. He's a good bloke. So, yeah, what I'm sort of saying is this YouTube thing is quite therapeutic. Because like today, I haven't seen a human being. Yesterday, I didn't see a human being. I don't think Claire was here yesterday. Claire's not here today because she got hospital. So she might be here tomorrow. But yeah, you don't see anybody, so you don't talk to anybody. So the YouTube thing's quite a good recording of something to put on it. It's good, you know, because it's something to do. And also, you're just chatting. I'm looking at a picture of myself and recording on my phone and that. But it's like, I don't know, you're sitting in the pub with somebody, just talking. It doesn't have to be deep and meaningful talking, just be random rubbish. Every now and again, a little gem comes out. Say Taxi Bob, whatever. But, yeah. Anyway, with that, I'll just toast your health. Lovely tasting beer is Abbott Ale. And I was just reviewed it on Google. People have got a real downer on it for some reason. I absolutely love it. It's probably my favourite beer. But, yeah, there's a lot of people got a downer on it. And it's brewed by a company called Green King, which are a big chain company. And real ale drinkers don't like big companies. They don't like Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons, you can get Abbott, a pint of Abbott for under £3. And like, I don't know, the Cross Keys that I mentioned earlier, I think it was like a £5 when I last went to the Cross Keys, which is years ago. But yeah, less than £3 in a Wetherspoon. Wetherspoons is just brilliant. It's cheap. Lots of quality stuff. And it's cheap. I mean, they're not like little cosy sort of backwater pub. If you want that sort of thing, go and look for it. They're sort of quite big, but to me, quality. It's good stuff. Well, they serve Abbott Ale. I mean, that's all they've got to do, really. But it is good quality. It's not gone off Abbott Ale because the seller quite move it. You know what I mean? Right, I'm going now. What else is going to happen today? Not much. Not much. Right, so no, that's it. I'm gone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please leave me comments and stuff like that because it's nice to talk to you. And oh, I know what I was going to do. Baritone ukulele. This is a baritone. Now, Fairy Cabbage, if you're watching, for a normal GCEA ukulele, this is tuned like a guitar with 2 strings missing. But that is a C chord on the GCEA. That's an F chord, and that's a G7. On this, that is called a D, I think. Or is that a D? I can't remember. I did write it down. That's a D. So that's a D. That's a C, and that's a D7. But they're easy shapes to do. They're just called something different. But ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone, 'cause you're the reason I'm travelling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. So I've not used it for a while, so it needs... If you don't play them for a while, they're sort of... Well, they go out of tune a little bit. I don't know. With playing, there's more feel in them. They're more accurate. You know, you're getting the right. All those notes, chords are played, all sounded flat, even though I just tuned it all up. So they should be right, but the intonation wasn't quite there. But somehow, if you keep playing them, like I'll keep playing it all the rest of this week, and it will get better. But this is a long video. Anyway, words and music below the description on the YouTube channel, which is Wheelchair Ukulele with Lollipopman. And there you go. Please subscribe if you go on there. Thank you. Right, I'm gone.